Wow, my first time up here, and a little intimidating when you've got guys coming up here with 98 wins, almost to 100. Coach Karras sitting back there, and I'm up here at 0-0 for my career. So, it's a great league. I'm honored to be up here. It's a dream come true, to be honest. Being an alumnus from Otterbein, and Don Stewart, when Joe left, came to me and said, "Are you ready to do this?" And I said, "Absolutely. This is what I've been waiting for." So it's an honor and a privilege to be here in the OAC. I want to thank Tim and Lindsay and their staff. They've done a great job. Ed Seguda, our SID. Adam Prescott is here. Our assistant SID, Mark Snyder of the Columbus Dispatch. Josh Overhauser from WOCC is here, and Harrison Ralph from WOCC. They're our local TV station. Andrew Woodley from the Sports Information Director, or Sports Information Office, WTVN, and obviously Dawn Stewart, who is a new AD. She had a tough job. She came in, had to hire a football coach within her first 2 weeks, and had to replace Dick Reynolds within her first 3 weeks. So I thank her a lot, and obviously my players and my staff. All the coaches that I've talked to and reached out to me, this is a great group of coaches. It's one thing I've learned. All the head coaches in here are great guys. I got the job. Almost all of them immediately sent me a card, called me, emailed me something to congratulate me and welcome me, and it really makes me feel good, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. We have 44 lettermen coming back. Offensively, we have 7 starters. I'll start up front because that's what I coach. I coach the O-line, and I'll still coach the O-line. At center, we have John Busby, started for us last year as a first-year starter, and John Smith. We're going to move him from guard to tackle. He's a 3-year starter. So we've got 2 starters back there, Chris Latimer, DJ Snell, Josh Jabel. Those guys saw action. I think hopefully that will be one of our strong points. These guys are a little bit bigger and tougher and meaner than what I've had in the past. So I'm very excited to coach those guys. At tight end, we've got a 3-year starter back in Gabe Shively. Very athletic, can run, big and physical. I'm excited to see what he's going to do for his last year. Wide receiver, I think, is probably our strongest point on the football team. Trey Fairchild, who is here with us right now, was an All-American last year. He's a preseason All-American this year. He was the top receiver in the OAC last year. Obviously, he'll be our leader, wide receiver. With that, we have Mike Ryan, Grant Smith, Chris Irwin, Steve Carpenter, and Bryce Frenzel. So those guys all saw action. Even some of them even started some games. So we have quite a few wide receivers that I think are going to help us and get the job done. As far as running backs, Brock Rosanko started 3 or 4 games for us. When Cody was hurt, he'll be back, and then we've got some newcomers, some transfers, and Joey Robertson, Derek Rudolph, and Jared DeCenzi. Those are just new guys to our program that hopefully will be nipping at his heels and push him along. So I think that's a wide open race right there. Fullback, we return our fullback in Kiefer Hinkle. He's a 4-year letterman. Our quarterback this year, it will be a change from Austin Schlosser, who was our quarterback for 3 years. Aaron Kincaid is also here. Aaron Kincaid will also punt for us. Last year he was an academic All-American punter, and he will take over the quarterbacking duties, and you will hear from him very shortly. Defensively, we return 7. Our D-line returns intact. Zach Greaves, Joey Whitehead at nose will be a 4-year starter. Pat Seaschultz, and with Pat Coleman that saw some action there also. So those guys all return intact. I'm excited about that. Linebackers, Chad Pepper, Shea Brittlinger, Jordan Benson, and Eric Mitchell all started games last year with Matt Kentrell, Wes McKeever, and Shane Little seeing some action. So we've got quite a few linebackers, and hopefully we can find 3 or 4 that can play out of those guys. It'll be a good challenge for them. At corner, Anthony Korpeski, who is all OAC, he returns for his last season, along with Taylor Briggs, who saw some action last year at safety. Jalen Kennedy and Alex Cameron both saw action, so we just got to get them used to being starters. Kickers, we lost our kicker, so we are down to 2 kickers. So it's going to be a battle. We have a young man by Nick Gannis or Alana Gaither. Actually, yes, she is a female. She holds the national record for field goal that she hit, I believe it was 43 yards her senior year in high school. So, and she did that in Massillon Stadium, so I know she can kick under pressure. As far as the staff, I kept Joe Nemeth and Al Moore. Al Moore is, they will be our co-coordinators, and Al's an Otterbein guy. When you see the staff I assembled, I believe strongly in the OAC. So the majority of the staff I assembled have either coached or played in the OAC. I think that is crucial. They understand what kind of conference it is. Bringing somebody in from the outside, sometimes they don't understand what the OAC is all about. So, Al will stay with me as a co-defensive coordinator, and Joe Nemeth to take my spot, our full-time position. I went the BW route. I hired Dan D'Amico, who was my GA for 2 years, and hired him within. He will coach our quarterbacks and be our passing game coordinator. John Staten's new to our staff. He's a D-line coach. He's an Otterbein grad. And then I went a little towards Al's country and grabbed 2 Muskingum guys. Ethan Wetzel will be one of our GAs this year, played linebacker there. He will coach the inside backers. And Romy Graham, who played wide receiver from Muskingum, will be coaching receivers. Pete Dotala, who coached in the OAC, was at Capital last year, also joins us. I hired John Newsman, who was who coached wide receivers, who was a student assistant under Stan Drayton and the guys at Ohio State for 4 years. So he's going to be my GA. He's going to be a great addition. Dave Smith, who's a Mount Union grad, will coach our running backs, and then Josh Price will be our what we call quality control. So I tried to build our staff around an OAC, mentality. But again, it's a privilege to be here. I'm very excited. I think the players and coaches have backed me. Hopefully we do well. I want to wish everybody luck during the season. And obviously, being the rookie, don't be surprised if some of you head coaches get a phone call about a question that I need answered. But good luck to everybody, and have a good day.